Hey friends, it's your boy SVH coming at you with today's bowl of Saki by Hazrat Inayat for September 7th, 2024. One virtue is more powerful than 1,000 vices. One virtue is more powerful than 1,000 vices. I'm just going to get right into it here. There is a Gujarati saying, by the virtue of one, thousands may be saved, liberated. By the vice of one, thousands may be lost. This is what is meant when it is said that Christ saves his followers from their sins. By the goodness of one, thousands may be benefited, and by the evil of one, a whole land, nation may be ruined. But we should not depend upon another to save us. Our soul is the same as the soul of the prophet, or the peer of the murshid. We must not say, I cannot be as they. Our soul is the same. We should think that there is in our soul the same power, that our influence extends to others. It's a very powerful thought there. We should think that there is in our soul the same power, that our influence extends to others. He who is afraid of vice is subject to vice. He who is addicted to vice is its captive. He who acquaints himself with vice is the pupil of vice. He who learns his lesson from vice, who passes through it and rises above it, is master and conqueror. A person may realize all of the various weaknesses in himself and be very sorry about them, and he would like to give them up if he could. But he finds that whether he likes some little weakness or not, he cannot hold himself back from doing certain things, whether it is weakness of mind or weakness of action. This shows that though the desire of the soul is always to direct man on the right path of virtue, on the good path, yet at the same time he has lost his control, and he is led astray by some force he cannot control. This weakness of character is shown when a person says, I do not wish to be angry. After being angry, I am very sorry. But at the same time, I cannot help it. I do not wish to hurt others, but when the moment comes, I cannot help myself. I am abrupt. Then even vices, such as drink or thieving, or any weakness, are all caused by weaknesses of the mind. When the mind has no control over its thoughts and feelings, when it is not mastered, all these things come to pass. From all this, it is plain that man has two aspects of being, the servant aspect and the master aspect. When only the servant aspect is nourished, the master aspect is not. Then the master aspect of his being longs to be master, and cannot be. And the whole conflict in life depends on that. When a person is interested in the master aspect and wishes to be master, then he becomes master of himself. And he becomes not only master of his thoughts, feelings, and actions, but he becomes master of his affairs. Then, the key to what we call fate is in his hands. He becomes the king of the kingdom, and has been given to him from God. So yeah, this is a really deep one. It's a very short phrase. One virtue is more powerful than 1,000 vices. But really, again, teaching about right living, right thinking, really about right thinking in this one. Not giving into weakness of the mind or weakness of the body or weakness of the soul, even, but allowing yourself to be strong and virtuous, and through that, gaining strength, right? Where giving into weakness, giving into vice, giving into things that may temporarily make your life more comfortable or better, are really a far cry from the power that you're going to get and the experience that you're going to get from being virtuous, and from that one virtue, that extra time of meditation that you spend instead of going off and doing something else, or that time that you want to have that extra drink but you don't because it's not good for your body, or that your head's going to be in a space that you don't want to be in, or whatever the case may be. Having that self-control to really control the mind, to control the body, and to control the direction of the soul, right? I think this is really what Mershid alludes to here. So yeah, I really love these every day. They just inspire me and give me a lot of wisdom. And even though I've done these year over year, they always speak to me in a different way. And I think for a long time I was just reading them and giving my own commentary, but a lot of this commentary is pulled directly from the teachings, and I find that it really adds a lot of context and really helps fill in the blanks, and it really evokes more thought on my end, anyway. Reading through some of these things first before making any additional comments, and I'm not trying to interpret these things in any way myself. It's more reflections and things that I feel, based on that they evoke in me, or things that come up and arise from my own experience, either with the teachings or with the Sufi path, or just with spirituality and life in general. So, yeah, I enjoy doing these, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys give me out there. If you see this and you enjoyed it today, give it a like, give it a subscribe over there at the YouTube page, share it with a friend, drop it on your Facebook page, let some people know that this wacky dude's over here trying to spread some love and light through the daily bowl of Saki. I would appreciate it, and I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow with another bowl of Saki. Take care.